Last time, our Babymoon was a ferry ride away. This time, it was a 30-minute MRT ride.
Hello everyone, it is a Friday and we are still in Singapore, but we are staying for the weekend at the Mondrian Duxton Hill. This area is known for the really cute little shophouses, along with tons of bars and restaurants, and downtown is right around here. So in fact, both of our offices are within a 5-minute walk.
We're on the 8th floor in the city signature king room.
All the rooms are about the same size, except they do have shophouse rooms, which look really cool. The nice thing is we are high enough where it's unblocked, so our view is pretty decent. It's not like the skyline view, that looks really pretty, but at least we still have some sort of view.
We'll give you a room tour, which won't take too long.
All right, not too much about this hotel room because it is really just 230 square feet. We do have the king size bed and there's a lot of really nice lighting elements, which makes it kind of artsy. There's a nice little corner area where you do have some seating, which is appreciated for the size of this room. They do have a refrigerator, some utensils and cups, and they do have a Lavazza espresso machine and Griffin tea as well. I do like the water they give you in these cute little cartons. Bathroom is behind a mirrored sliding door. The size is fairly small, but at least there's some space where you're not touching the toilet as soon as you get out of the shower. The shower is a decent size, and for once there's no peekaboo window, so that means it's fully enclosed. They also have an ironing board inside one of the mirrored cupboards and a tiny little rack where you can hang your clothes. They do have a safety deposit box, as well as, of course, most important, slippers.
So now the plan is to head down to dinner, which is one of the restaurants on the ground floor called Christina's.
We got a Wagyu steak and a sea bass fillet. The asparagus was long. I didn't expect it to be like that. And we got the sourdough bread. Keep the butter if you get that, because that butter goes well with everything. The area is called Duxton Hill. There's a few restaurants and bars outside.
From there, we made our way to Maxwell Hawker Center and picked up a fruit juice. It's crazy how busy it is even at that time of night.
Duxton is a little bit higher end, and then you also have a hawker center. So if you want local food, much cheaper. Also around Duxton, you have Tanjong Pagar Road. Tons of Korean and Japanese restaurants.
For sweets and treats, we stopped by Elijah Pies, which we've had before, but it was actually my first time dining in there.
And the pies are delicious. A little bit pricey, but honestly it's worth it if you want to just cozy on up and chill in there. And it looked very festive. They had the Christmas tree up already.
Then we made our way back to the hotel. We went back upstairs to check out the pool, and we were very happy to find out that the pool was actually open until 11 p.m. at night.
When we went in the afternoon, it was insanely packed. And at night, I think they open up for the public, so you can rent out the cabanas.
And once we got back to the hotel room, we were greeted by a little tiffin that had little treats waiting for us. So breakfast here is from 7 a.m. to 10:30 a.m.
At the restaurant called Bottega di Carna. I think it's an Italian restaurant at night, but for breakfast, it's a buffet.
When we first walk in, we got sat down right away. Big, beautiful windows.
Yeah, the ambiance was awesome, actually.
The first section is the dim sum, followed by like fried rice, noodles, and then your typical Western breakfast. When I was looking at the egg selection, it's kind of like made there and you just pick your own. One of the workers, she saw me and I think she saw that I was pregnant. So she offered to make me fresh eggs.
And she ensured that she did cook through the yolk. They also had some pretty decent juice selections and coffee, of course. I did love the fact that next to the croissants and their waffle, which is a Belgian style with the little sugar crystals. And that was actually better than most hotels, I'd say.
Yeah, that's true.
they had the
dispenser for Nutella.
and that was really cool. I think it dispenses a lot more than we normally
Yes,
would
it
have
does.
on it, but that's fine. We're on vacation. Final thoughts for as a Babymoon?
As a Babymoon staycation, it was pretty good compared to last weekend at the Westin in Desaru. It's different because it's like a smaller boutique hotel.
Yes. Different clientele. I mean, Singapore in general compared to Malaysia. Was it comfortable? Did you like the ambiance, the amenities here? Or you prefer the Desaru?
Just so different, very different. So I guess each one has its purpose.
I think this would be great if you just need to quickly get away, if you don't live in the CBD and you just want to be around the action down here during the weekend. Infinity Pool, I guess, is nice. Can get busy, although at night, that was really nice. The night we went up there. Yeah, it's just, I mean, it's so close. So that's the convenience. A lot of great food around this area. I hope this helps make an informed decision for you guys. Let us know what you think. Would you prefer a Mondrian staycation here in Singapore, being in the city? Or do you prefer the Desaru Westin, just escape everything? If you haven't seen that vlog, we'll link it right now.
Bye-bye.